I get to show you something that I have always wanted ever since the first episode of The Mandalorian dropped. A working airsoft Mandalorian pulse rifle. Welcome to Swampsniper, and if you like what you see here, consider doing all of the things and the stuff. Now let's get into it. This is the Amben Phase Pulse Disruptor, and it's also known as the Amben Sniper Rifle. This rifle is used by Din Djarin, and it can both electrocute or completely disintegrate its enemies, which apparently Mandalorians have a habit of doing.
No disintegration.
As you wish.
First debuted in the 1978 animated holiday Star Wars special, The Story of the Faithful Wookie, this bizarre weapon concept took over 40 years to actually come to life. The final product that we received was thankfully a lot cooler than this silly, stunning ray gun that we saw in the cartoon. Of course, when I first saw it, it made me ask the question, am I even a man if I don't own this thing? Even if it's not a working replica, I want one. Hasbro even has plans to release a nerf version of the Amben in October of this year. And even though it's a $120 nerf gun, you can bet I'm going to buy one. I'm just thankful that an airsoft one exists. And the one that I have is called the Waybolt, because this is the Waybolt. Now to test this thing and make sure it actually shoots, I needed some targets. And I wanted some targets that might not be too good at shooting back at me. Just so you guys know, everyone has the proper eye protection underneath these helmets.
Sector is clear.
No, it's not. You're about to get swamped.
Good call, brother.
This thing is long and tall, like very tall. I am 6'3" and look at this thing compared to me. I'm even wearing shoes. So this rifle is long enough to not be for everyone, but it's not too heavy, just enough to make it awkward. The rifle, as is with the replica scope, is incredibly hard to shoot because you're shooting over the front blades of it. You cannot see down the actual bore of this thing. So I had to kind of look to the side and got a little lucky while I was testing it. Next, let's test it on some Jawas. Now, believe it or not, I was trying to hit them with just 4 shots here. Oh God. The problem is unless the target is stationary, I can't do it. It's hard to predict where it's going. That made it 100 times better than I was missing. Oh my God. Okay. If you want to actually use this thing in gameplay, it does come with a 3D printed Picatinny rail that you can mount a normal scope onto, because the one that it comes with is just for looks. It looks really good, but this is all that you see when you look through it. Zero function. Still, due to the length and the weight, it would be a little impractical, but so cool. Now, I didn't use it in regular gameplay. I had everything set and ready to go, and I was trying to figure out how do I put my scope cameras on this bad boy. I ended up taping 2 run cams to the side of it, and I had sideways sensor footage, which was kind of hard to edit and everything, but it got the job done and showed you that it was actually shooting, it was actually performing, and it's functional. Starting this bad boy with 0.20 gram BBs, the velocity came out to 368 feet per second, and it stayed relatively close within 2 to 3 feet per second. This is relatively low, so I was surprised that it actually reached out there. With the stock VSR-10 in it, it was capable of shooting 4.8s, but it would not hop them very well. I would say that 2.8s, 0.3s, or 0.23 gram BBs, I meant 0.32 gram BBs, are going to be the way to get the best range performance out of this blaster. I did do a range test, not for accuracy, but for range, and I was relatively impressed by it. So I'm gonna use 0.32s that are not as heavy as the 4.8s I was using, because I know that it can hop them. We'll see how far this thing can go. For those who don't know, the heavier a round you use in airsoft, the slower the velocity, but the energy carries longer. The inertia, think of it as throwing a ping pong ball versus throwing a baseball. Baseball is gonna keep going. Currently at 150 feet. And the hop up is up too high from the 4.8s. Got this easy hop up adjustment right here. Nice and accessible. Woo, she's still soaring up high. Let's go back to 200 feet. Hit it. Hit it. Hit it. Let's go back to 250 feet. Hit it. Hit it. Nice little arc into the wall, hitting at about waist height from 250 feet. Final test, does this thing stock shoot 300 feet? This tree is my classic 300-foot mark for my tests. Ooh, it's heavy. Check out how long it takes for the round to actually hit the wall. Hit it. All right, so I hit it, but it's hitting real soft and it's floating down into it. This shot fell at least 10 feet short. Bam. Fired 3 shots, hit it twice, 1 fell short. My left arm is about to break. Basically, this thing definitely reaches out to 300 feet. I don't know how accurate it would be because I don't have a real scope on it, but yes, you could get eliminations at 300 feet. My guess is with this velocity and using 3.2s, you're gonna be in that 250 foot or less range to be actually effective. That is, if your arms can hold the long rifle up. There's a wasp in my light. Hello? Wow, my flip-flops really smell. Other than the slight awkwardness and the prongs getting in the way, it is decently well built. The 3D printed quality is pretty darn good. And if you really wanted, you could sand it down and add some distressing to make it look gorgeous. The prongs themselves are a little dicey, and if you bump them too hard, you could definitely break them. I ran through a door and I kind of messed up the tip. Personally, I'd love to put an SSG-10 inside of it to make the performance excellent, but the VSR-10 that it came stock with was pretty darn good. One could either get this as a kit for an existing VSR-10, or they could get it with it, and the wonderful creator of this thing is Cronoarms. Very small company, be sure to check them out. These people are passionate about what they do. Now, if only it had the electrocution capability, but maybe one day, we'll see. You okay?
Yeah, I literally landed on a rock in my...
Oh, bro, I'm sorry. The kit runs by itself for $275, and the full package runs for $450, which honestly, even if it wasn't a functional airsoft replica, I would say this thing is totally worth it. In fact, I had paid $432 almost a year ago on Etsy to get a 3D printed replica that I never actually received. I paid for it, and the creator kept putting off why I wasn't able to get it and why he was delayed and all this stuff. And then finally it said I can no longer contact this person. So I kind of got scammed. Now, you may know I've made a habit of shooting at Star Wars things with airsoft guns like the AT-AT and the Millennium Falcon. And I wanted to do something Mandalorian based. So I got this blurg and just wanted to knock it over from 60 feet away. But it proved to be very, very frustrating. I mean, I hit it a lot. And a lot, and a lot. Keep in mind, I'm racking the bolt for every single one of these shots. And these are just the ones that hit it. And then finally, yes. Thank God, finally. Now, I had ordered the actual Black Series Mandalorian helmet, the official one, which is super cool. It didn't come in while I was filming all of this. It came in after, so I was like, let me refilm some stuff. But no, it would not actually fit my head. The quality is amazing, but I have a giant watermelon-sized head. So I was using this cheaper rubber one, the one that I had used in Airsoft First Jawas, the whole Mandalorian therapy session thing.
You know, Mando, it's fine. There is no judgment here. I'm here for you. We're gonna climb out of that Sarlacc pit. We're gonna do it together.
And as a thank you for watching this video, I am going to give this to one of you viewers. I'm gonna sign it real quick. Swampsniper. And I'll tell you how to win that in a second. But first, from my last video, I asked you all if you would put down positive, encouraging, or deep quotes, and you did. There were over 1,000 comments, very inspiring, very uplifting, and I randomly picked one that stuck out to me. You start dying once you stop learning, from Einstein. And I really thought about that a lot, and what it means to be incapable of learning or growing means you think you know everything. If you think you know everything, there's almost nothing more to experience in life. So as I learn to open myself up, the more I realize I don't know, the more enjoyment I get from life, and the more open I become to awesome experiences in life. The more I see my flaws, the more I see my failures, and the more I see paths to success and to the enjoyment of life. And the person who posted this was Santiago Murillo. Congratulations. Business inquiry, email me in my about section and I will get you your prize. But for this one, I'm not just giving away this helmet, I'll be giving away one of my new Swampsniper shirts, which the link will be in the description, as well as a Ballahack Airsoft patch and a Swampsniper patch. What must you do to win it? Give me your best Star Wars quote. More importantly, to make it unique, give me your best Star Wars quote and write why you like that Star Wars quote. I will randomly pick one of my favorites before my next video and announce the winner. Good luck. So all in all, I hope you enjoyed this video. You got an idea and a feel and a taste of what this cool blaster is. I am so thankful that people are creating imaginative and awesome things like this. And seriously, thank you so much for watching Swampsniper. Let me know what you thought about the Pulse Rifle in the comments below. If you find my videos enjoyable, please consider liking and subscribing. And as always, whatever you guys do in life, stay safe, enjoy it, be creative, never lose your childlike imagination, and peace. Oh yeah, the Wild West event. It was awesome. Thanks to everyone who came to it. Thanks for everyone for making it possible. And I cannot wait to show you the entire Wild West Airsoft Roleplay 2 series. The stuff that happens, you just can't make it up. I really also want to thank my friends and employees who are just willing to do anything at any moment, which is how most of my videos happen. I'm just like, hey, let's do this thing. And people are like, I'm down. They don't care how nerdy it is, or how hot it is, or what they have to wear, or what they have to do. I appreciate you all. Oh God. I can't do it.